So hello, welcome to Queerantine Kitchen. My name is Billie. I am your hostess, and every week I have been cooking a meal and talking to a guest while we're in this quarantine, this ongoing quarantine. And we are in the process of figuring out how to have this show be available on Twitch as well. So this is, I guess, breaking news for people who watch usually on Instagram TV or Instagram Live. We're going to try to do it on both, and so that's what we're kind of figuring out. What else? Yes, so I cook, you cook, we both chat. It's a great fun time. People feel free to answer questions or ask questions, have conversations. And Instagram TV or Instagram Live. Oh, here we go. So yeah, feel free to ask questions in the chat. Feel free to wave. We have 2 chat streams now, so if you want to ask questions over on Twitch, you can. If you want to do it here, totally cool. But again, don't be a jerk. Don't be rude. Don't be disrespectful, because I'll block you and I'll kick you out. And that's just how we're going to do it. So Emily, how the hell are you?
I'm pretty good. Can you hear me at all over there? I'm just using the phone.
You got loud and clear, girl.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm usually pretty stressed out on show days, and considering that I'm on your show and we're trying to get this up on Twitch, so it's sort of a double show night. Mm-hmm. I've been a little bit stressed the last 2 hours trying to get ready, but I'm pretty solid. Then you'll love this, and the folks at home, the ones that have actually seen me do cooking on my channel before, I fly by the seat of my pants a lot of the time.
Oh, I love it.
This is a recipe that I wrote by myself back in the day because I needed beef and broccoli one night. And so I just scrounged through the pantry to see what I could find. Well, in that perfect vein of just kind of scrounging and doing whatever you can, I just realized as I'm trying to put this recipe together tonight, I don't have measuring cups. I have no way to measure out the stuff perfectly. So I eyeballed it using a small Tupperware thing and ended up with probably 4 times the amount of sauce that I need.
I mean, you don't really need measuring cups is my opinion, but yes. So you're making beef and broccoli. I'm doing a chicken and mushroom like stroganoff thing because it's quite cold up here now. It's winter solstice is a couple days away, and so it is. This morning I woke up and it was minus 15 Celsius, which is, I don't know, fucking cold as hell in Fahrenheit. I never know the, it's like 0 or maybe even in the negatives in Fahrenheit as well. So
yeah, I don't know. Well, basically negative 50 is really fucking impressive, so that's good.
Yeah.
You've already scared me from coming up there and visiting you.
Mature audiences. Oh, hey, look, there's chats on here. Yay, cool. And so also, yes, you run the transgender show, and I am going to be a guest on that show tomorrow.
Yes, the perfect crossover series here.
We've done it. It's all about synergy. And so anyway, yeah, I'm making something warm, something creamy, something that will, feel nice on this cold winter's night, even though I'm wearing a very summery dress. I don't have a lot of good winter dresses. I need some good sweater dresses, y'all.
Yeah, so do I. Mine are all these, the kind of sundress sort of things. Mine are all actually work dresses, something that I could get away with at work. And now that I'm not working anymore, it's just like, I don't know what to wear. Hey, Tori. Whew. Okay, so just one more check with everybody in the Twitch chat on the Transgender Show channel. Just go ahead and give me a thumbs up or anything that it's all good over there. I have to figure out another way to do this in the future because, like I said, I'm doing this on my laptop, and the Twitch chat that I've set up is really small. What do you think of the Twitch border there? I'm really proud of that one. I'm happy with that.
I really like it. I think it's super, super cute with the little kitchen thing. You've got the logo, of course, designed by the amazing Druidry Michelle or MJ and her wife, Mandy. So thank you again for the awesome design work on the logo. It looks super, super cool. And I love that the chat is called Ingredients. I think that's amazing. Oh, hello. We got Forrest in here. We got Victoria's in here. Woo, hello. Holy moly. So many people. It's Victoria Maximus. Do you know I did Victoria Maximus's podcast around Halloween?
Nice.
We talked about Dracula, and it was super, super fun.
Sweet. Yeah, we happen to be trans. Give her a nice little plug for that one.
Of course, yes. Sorry, we happen to be trans. A pop culture podcast. But anyway, this is Queerantine Kitchen. So, you said you had to invent this recipe that you're making, this beef broccoli recipe. What did you mean you had to invent it, or was it just like, I want beef and broccoli, so I'll figure it out?
Yeah, it was a monster craving.
Okay.
And back, as I said, I've been doing some cooking streams recently, and as people can see, I just fly by the seat of my pants. I don't follow recipes. I just do whatever. So these days, I'm really sloppy. Back in the day, I cooked more often and got to thinking I was pretty good at it. So I wanted to see if I could, by smell and by taste, come up with a sauce and the whole thing for beef and broccoli. So I scrounged whatever I could find in the kitchen and made it, and it was one of the best beef and broccolis I've ever had. So I'm like, I'm writing that recipe down. So I'm like,
that's so cool.
So then I'm like, crap, what did I put in it?
Yes, that unfortunately, you have to remember what you have made. So, how long have you been like cooking? Is it something you have done a lot, or is it like a brand new thing for you in a couple of years? I just love hearing people's cooking journeys.
I mean, I've fed myself since college. I don't know if anything that I really have ever done qualifies as cooking, but I tried.
I mean, did you put heat to food and then eat said food?
Yeah, so I had no interest.
Cooking.
I had no interest in college of just doing like ramen and the typical crap stuff. Like I went to college with my girlfriend, and so we would go shopping at Costco and stuff. We'd buy the big pack of chicken, and so we would always have chicken. We do like a lot of pasta and rice-a-ronis on the side, but use the George Foreman to cook a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've always been interested in kind of making stuff for myself.
Cool.
But I'm just bad about feeling like following a recipe. I have a couple cookbooks and I just never crack them open.
Yeah, well, we won't badmouth cookbooks on this show, because as people may or may not know, I am trying to collect recipes for a cookbook, for a Queerantine Kitchen cookbook. So, we're big fans of cookbooks over here, and if people could send stuff, send me your favorite recipe, queerantinekitchen@gmail.com. That we're gonna make a cookbook sometime in the new year.
That's awesome.
Dates to be released. Oh my gosh. But I feel like I haven't really shared my journey to cooking in a few weeks. I've done this show since April, I think, right around the height of the first quarantine, and I definitely shared a little bit more about my journey to cooking and my love of cooking back then. But it's been a few weeks since I've shared too much, so I have always. There we go, Kelly. QueerantineKitchen@gmail.com. Thank you. And she's the one that monitors that email address.
Oh, awesome.
So she's going to be taking care of that. But I've been cooking. I've always been interested in cooking like my whole life, kind of a lot more passively when I was younger. And then as I got into high school and like university, I got a little bit more interested. But my grandmother used to cook so much. And she was this Bavarian lady, immigrated to Canada after the war and just always cooked such good food. And the kitchen was always such a warm and welcoming place. And I was just like, hey, cool. This is like really chill to be in here. And I kind of like it. And then I was basically like, I was that university level chef where it was like, instant noodles and craft dinner and, what's a salad? But I got more into it when I lived on my own and I moved abroad. It was great.
Awesome.
We have some people arguing about George Foreman in the chat. I don't know if George Foreman is dead or not, but
oh, whether he's dead? Oh, jeez. I haven't heard that. I'm trying to cut off this stupid hood that I have here, but not cut off the top of my head. It's kind of like option I have there. And if it's down, you can see more of what I'm doing, I guess. Yeah. So I'm browning my beef first. Well, the first thing I did was I started rice a long time ago, so I'm like, that's going to take a while to cook. I haven't done rice from scratch in a long time, so this will be fun. But yeah, I got the beef going. I have to do the broccoli in the microwave because that's what the recipe says. I hope that sounds working. Hey, Mika.
Hey, there's lots of people. Broccoli in the microwave. Hey, I'm going to do some asparagus as well, and I'm going to just pan fry them. I'm going to steam them a little bit, and then I'm going to fry them up. Yes. You were asking me a question about wine, I think, earlier, but
yeah, we free to drink on the stream?
You may drink as much as you want. I don't mind. I myself am sober, so
good on you.
I'm coming up on actually 1 year of sobriety. Will be on New Year's Day. So
wow, congratulations!
Thank you very much.
So you rang in the new year with gusto. One final hurrah, and then the next day I'm getting sober.
It was like I've never really been like I was never like drinking was never a problem for me, I would say, but I was finding that once I started HRT, I would have like one drink and then I would be ruined. I would be like miserable. I'd get like a super extra hangover.
Interesting.
And then this society that I'm a part of called the Boring Little Girls Club, which is a cool sober society. And their whole mission is like, you don't have to drink to have fun. It's a super affirming space for people to like hang out. They're very welcoming to me. And thank you for people saying congratulations to me. But they're very welcoming, and the people that run that organization are just the loveliest humans you'll ever meet. But they were doing a fundraiser called Try Dry January. And what that was like you take the amount of money you would normally spend on booze and you don't drink for the whole month and you donate that amount of money to their charity.
Okay.
Which is really, really cool. And so I was like, sure, you know what, I'll give it a try. They are doing that fundraiser again for 2021. If people are interested in trying dry and want to raise money for a cool Calgary charity, check out Boring Little Girls Club on Instagram for the details. I raised some money for like cool things. But anyway, I tried it. I liked it. I was like, you know what, I'll try February too. It was fine. And then I tried March and I was like, okay, we're going into spring. Everything's going to be great. Then the pandemic started. And I was just like, well, it's lockdown. I guess I'll just keep not drinking. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like kind of once you, with drinking, once you get to the week, once you make it through a whole week, then the rest gets pretty easy. I did a month sober not too long ago because I was getting a little bit out of hand, but I wouldn't consider myself alcoholic because I can moderate myself pretty easily, and it's not like, you know, from the alcoholics I've talked to. I'm not an alcoholic, I swear. I'm not already that drunk. And from the ones I've talked to, it's like once you have one drink, you need 20. And
yeah,
and I just haven't ever had that kind of complete lack of control and that much of a need. So, but I keep my eye on it. I know it's not a good thing for you.
yeah, and I mean, I don't begrudge anybody who wants to drink or, you know, enjoys a glass after a busy day. But it was making me feel bad. So
yeah,
like, okay, I don't like this anymore. So no, thank you.
It's bad for me, and it's making me feel bad. This is great.
Yeah. So it's so funny when everybody was like, there was like so many memes and so many. Oh, bye, Victoria.
Hi, Joy.
There are so many memes of people being like, you know, quarantine. It's wine o'clock all the time. I need my like rosé all day, all that stuff. And I was just like, huh, you know, it's not my jam anymore. But yeah. Oh, Victoria, so sweet. But yeah, so a year on January 1st it shall be, and I am feeling good and liking it a lot.
That is very crisp.
Ooh, perfect.
Very al dente. Needs a little bit more, but man, that's good still.
Well, won't it like finish off if you put it in the pan? It'll like just get a bit, just a bit less crispy.
Probably. It's a good idea, and I can handle it being a little crispy today, because then for the leftovers, which obviously I'll have about 7 pounds of, then then the broccoli would be great for that.
I agree.
Who's over here?
All right. Who's all in here? Yes. Oh, hey, Jess. Hey, Jerica. Oh, yeah, Jerica, you recovering from COVID.
We got Jess. I don't know if she's still doing double duty, but she's on Twitch as well, or at least was.
Yeah. Do we have questions on the Twitch?
I don't think we have any yet. Just lots of comments. Angelic Julie says, "Congrats, Billie, on your sobriety." Yeah, everybody, it's kind of quiet over here right now. I don't know why I don't have my. Yeah, this version of OBS I didn't get screen elements attached to it. I think there was some kind of problem there, so I can't see like who's in chat right now or whatever.
Oh,
but
it's technology.
Yeah, well, that, and it's just the first try. When we do this in the future, we'll just have more options. So.
Yeah, like I told you, my whole methodology is like, fuck it, we're doing it live. We'll see what happens. There's no curtain because there's no curtain to peek behind because we're just like, we're doing it.
There's no curtain behind because we can't afford it.
Yes, I don't have enough budget for a curtain. All right, so I'm going to let my stuff boil. I'm going to add this kind of pasta. I don't know what it's called. Apri e chiudi. Apologies for the Italian, but it's like basically little teeny lasagna noodles.
Oh,
oh, what the hell?
What do I do with this thing?
We don't measure any of this.
So I get that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, so I'm supposed to brown the beef in olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
Did regular oil. I don't have olive oil, so it's not going to be as good as it was last time. Combine the rest of the ingredients into a sauce. Add the beef. Microwave broccoli until tender crisp. Add broccoli to beef sauce. Simmer for additional few minutes. Serve over rice.
Easy peasy.
Super easy. I'm the one who wrote it. Of course it's easy.
So
super complex.
Yeah. So remind me, are you currently, are you also like not working more in the traditional sense thanks to COVID, or are you like at home all the time now?
I am.
As well?
I was furloughed in May, and it was a maximum of 90 days. But the thing is I got to be through my career, I did a really good job of being kind of diversified there at my company and having my hand in a lot of little pots. I don't think that's the right analogy, but I was spinning a lot of plates, so I was important to a lot of different groups. Well, it just so happened within the last like year or two, I got really focused in on work with the events team. So I was doing their website design and yeah, just putting together all the websites. There was 6 or 7 events we were doing. I was hand coding all the events and updating the sites and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of fun stuff. Learned a lot. It was great. But like I said, I was really focused in on events. COVID came, no events. So bye-bye.
Yep. Yeah, no events, I guess. Yeah. That'll happen.
So on my last, my benefits ran out August 31st. My last day, I think, was August 1st. But, you know, I'd been furloughed since May, so I haven't been making any money since then.
Yep. It's a weird situation. I have been, I got laid off in mid-September. After a couple false starts with a layoff. It was like a temporary layoff and then hired back and then worked a bit more. And then in September, it was like, bye. So now I am getting that sweet employment insurance benefit that we have in Canada. So hooray, government money.
Well, the thing is it terrifies me. I haven't looked for a job in 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of funny just the way it worked out. I looked for a job coming out of college. Was there for like 6.5 years, lost that job, and then somebody else found my resume on Monster and brought me in.
Oh, wow.
And while I was working there about 6 months, my last company called me up, found resume on Monster, and I got the job. And I worked there for 13 years.
Well, how about that?
Working at a place for 13 years?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was great. The cool thing was that as a graphic designer, one, I've got the option of doing a lot of different things, but just the way it worked out, I got to work on a lot of different projects, and it was always changing enough to keep me interested. I would think, oh, I got to get out of here. I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and then my job would change drastically. And so it was always a nice little challenge. All right, this is very nicely browned. Let's put it on the plate and pepper it.
You'd think after like 6 months of doing this, I'd know where everything was in my kitchen, but no.
Wait, do we add the add the beef? Okay.
Add the beef. Hey, look it. There's like a bigger chat in here now. Oh. There's like, for some reason, there's 2 stream chats I can see. Like the ingredients one is super tiny, but then there's one right to the left of it that is also much bigger. And I can see all of it. I can read it from all the way over here.
Interesting.
Apparently Jess is calling Amy names. It's rude. Jess, don't call Amy names, please. I am currently putting together my salad dressing tonight, but Emily, you are in California, is that right?
Yes, I am.
And how's the weather there?
It's really freaking cold. It's probably like 60 degrees outside right now. Fahrenheit.
It's really cold.
Oh, I was gonna be like, "Where's my phone?" I'll figure out what temperature is outside. But I started using my phone, so yeah, I don't know. It was just a little too chilly to be walking around in a dress in the house, so I just kicked the heater on for a little bit. But yeah, it's California cold, so
California cold.
Nothing bad at all.
No, 60 sounds lovely. I
know. It's so funny. We get our weather here is so temperate that we get super spoiled. So like it gets, down to 60 and everybody's putting on jackets and freezing their butts off. It gets to 85, everybody's complaining about how hot it is. So yeah, we get spoiled and we get desensitive, or we get super sensitive to any kind of temperature change. We just
Oh
become
my God.
super pansies.
60 degrees is 15 Celsius? Oh, that's like approaching my perfect temperature. Like my perfect temperature is like 18 degrees Celsius. I'm happy. I'm not too hot. It's not like, you can wear something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So
Well,
15.
that was what was hilarious. So my company has an office in Troy, Michigan, outside of Detroit.
Yeah.
And so any of the people that would come there, like at this time of year, we'd all be bundled up and in jackets and stuff like that, and they'd come out and be wearing shorts and be like, "Oh, this is great! It's so warm."
I need my Midwesterner watchers to chime in with the temperature. Amy, you're in Colorado. Rachel, I saw you there. Help me. Prove to me it's cold. Kelly, what's it like in Quebec right now? Yeah. Rosa, what is it in Australia right now? Because it's summer.
Yeah, is it still on fire out there, Rosa?
It's high summer. I spent a year in Australia in 2009 to 2010. I was down there teaching for a year, and I remember teaching one day. It was like 8 in the morning, and it was already 35 degrees, and the sun wasn't even fully up. It was like the end of the school year in December. And I was like, why is it so hot? And they're like, don't worry, it's going to get 10 degrees hotter before midday. And I was just like, your country is wrong. I can't live here. It's too hot.
Well, that, and then the thing I love about Australia is that most of the things that are there, most of the animals are there can kill you.
Oh yeah.
If it's a venomous or poisonous animal, it's in Australia. Like.
Yes. I remember hearing that, and I was extensively trained on.
Weather chat. We're having weather chat.
Weather chat. Have you done any traveling in your life, though, Emily?
Yeah. Yes. So. Yeah, a fair bit. Luckily.
Tell me about that.
Video is frozen. Why is it freezing?
I don't know. Instagram Live is still working.
Yeah, but my feed of it froze.
Uh-oh. Can you still see me if you look at your phone?
Okay, there we go. Yeah. We're good. When I clicked on the wrong tab, I pulled out Instagram Live into a separate tab, and that paused it for some stupid reason. So we're good.
See, figuring it out.
Yeah. So I've been really lucky. I've gotten to do a lot of traveling. My last job really kind of afforded me a lot, both in vacation and salary. So when my ex got a job at Amgen, we were pretty well set. So we would take usually 2 trips a year. We got to go to Hawaii a lot. That was her favorite spot. We hit, actually it was kind of funny. We had been together for a month and a half when I took her to Australia with me for a week.
Ooh, where'd you go?
Sydney. I was traveling with my friend's band. I was their merch monkey and designer.
Cool.
And
that's so cool.
So I was hauling the merch and running the merch table for them for 2 weeks, and she came out with me the first week. So that was super fun. That's why I loved it there. It was so great. I love Sydney so much.
Yeah, I lived in Melbourne, so I like that one. But yes. Oh, Rachel, yes, I am making asparagus for dinner. I'm just going to try to steam it a little bit in this pan and then sear it. It is a little bit. It's not great. It's a little bit wilty. It's the wrong season for asparagus, but it was on special, so I got that. Hello! More people joining in. Amber, hello?
Yeah, Amy, it very much is a technology love-hate. It's always super fun. But hell, I mean, I can't be too bitchy about it. It's just given me so much this year, having the things that I can do in technology to run my show, to get Billie up on my channel. So
yeah, I mean, we can complain about technology working, but if you think about it, we are having a conversation in real time, an entire continent apart, while people from all over the entire world are also watching this in real time. So it's like, I think we can be safe. And then also Amy is in the chat here, so she makes sure all the satellites are safe all the time. That's what her job is, I think. I don't really know, but it's amazing. She controls the weather. Is that what you do?
Like Pudge. So
Yes.
I'm getting I'm catching crap in the Twitch chat for drinking. They're saying I'm drinking like Julia Child, which that's a hell of a compliment. Thank you.
Look, the more times we get complimented on
Cheers.
Being like Julia Child, I don't even have a water or anything to cheers. So, cheers. Look at that, was the nerdiest thing I've ever done.
I even missed it. I wasn't looking.
Sorry, you got too bad.
Got the one shot, huh?
It's also
I'll do this for the chat then. Here, nice cheers for them. There we go.
It's not even close to the nerdiest thing I've ever done because, hello, Star Wars tattoo. Hello, Dungeons and Dragons tattoo. I'm a super duper nerd.
I don't have any ink, but for my I don't know who's really paying attention to the chat, but did y'all notice that I have a visitor here? She's always in the back of my stream, so I thought I'd bring her out here. And
who is that?
That's Ellie. That's my droid.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I've showed you her before, right, Billie?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, my little sidekick. Or tonight, my little side cook.
Your sous chef.
Yes.
My cat is very angry at me. I'll show you my little sidekick because I have his countertop. This is his cat stand that I have my computer on, and he is here, and he is extremely mad that his purchasing. He's not even looking at me. Hi, are you mad at me? Yeah, he mad. He's super mad. Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna try not to overcook this. It smells pretty good.
I say do it.
Oh,
thank you, Shannon. This episode is delightful. Nice D&D stand. Oh yes. Also, my computer is propped up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Dungeons and Dragons books.
Nice. There's your nerd cred. You definitely.
I just realized that. Oh, that is. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that one.
So,
there are people who like me, if you can believe it or not. I know. I'm a little bit surprised.
I am not at all. You're delightful. And so, note to self, I took the broccoli, I left it covered, and I left it in the microwave. I didn't cook it anymore.
Yep.
But it apparently kept cooking. It's gotten kind of soggy.
Too soggy or perfect soggy?
Just a hair too soggy.
Oh, darn. Well, maybe it'll fry up a little bit once you put it in the pan. It reminds me, though, of a cookbook that, and this recipe will not be showing up in the Queerantine Kitchen cookbook, but one that I found from my grandmother's house from the 50s, where it was super, super, super old school. And one of the recipes was to boil broccoli, boil it for 25 to 50 minutes. And I was like, no wonder nobody liked broccoli ever. Growing up post-war, you're cooking that for 50 minutes. I can't believe it.
But did you just say it was 25 to 50 minutes?
Yes, 25 to 50 minutes.
So just cook it a bunch and hope it's right? That's a bit of a range there. That's even worse than what I would do as a recipe. That's pretty.
It's so bad, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the stuff of nightmares. Truly the stuff of nightmares.
Well, to be honest, well, I have a couple nightmares for today. One was that, of course, the stream wouldn't work to Twitch, which wasn't a major nightmare. This is not our. I guess this is our first official episode of the Queerantine Kitchen on Transgender Show channel, but it was sort of more of a test run. So if that didn't work, it's not that big a deal. But I was worried about not getting my recipe done by the end of the show. Well, here we are, 21 minutes left to go, and I'm done.
That's okay. I have I'm also basically done. I'm just cooking up my broccoli or asparagus, and I'm finishing up my salad. So yeah, we can talk a little bit about what you mean with what we're hoping to do, because this is going to be my last episode of Queerantine Kitchen for the year 2020. I'm going to take a couple weeks off for Christmas and to retool, but we are going to be sort of bringing the Queerantine Kitchen over to the Transgender Show network, and hopefully be posting content on there and through Instagram as well, because Instagram is where we started and we want to keep growing it, but we are looking at bigger and better things for Queerantine Kitchen in 2021 and having more guests. And I have my own official Instagram account for Queerantine Kitchen now. _Queerantine_Kitchen is the account you can follow. I couldn't get Queerantine Kitchen as a username.
Really? That sucks.
Nope, it didn't show up, but Queerantine.kitchen and Queerantine_kitchen were both taken. So, we went with the Queerantine Kitchen.
With the underscores. All right.
With the underscores. So that's the one, but.
The great thing about that is it matches yours. It matches your username. You've got the Billie _by_design, so it's on brand.
It's true.
I like that.
My brand is underscores, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But also I kind of liked the opposite of Facebook. I kept or I added a to make it to make it seem more official. All the other Queerantine Kitchen accounts haven't really been updated since, I think the most recent one was like 3 days ago, and then the oldest one hasn't had an update since September. So who knows? Instagram is weird. I should have registered the Queerantine Kitchen handle when I thought of this show back in April, but I missed my chance.
Yeah, I'm still trying to do that because obviously the Transgender Show doesn't work as a channel name that has multiple as multiple shows on other programming. So I'm trying to come up with a name for that and shift things around.
So what this is going to be like some cooking content through the Transgender Show network, but what other types of shows do you want to bring over to the Transgender network eventually, like Pipe Dream, Pie in the Sky type of stuff?
Well, I had a dream of doing a more kind of comedy-based current events show that was focused on trans and LGBT issues. But the person I had in mind for that is just taken off in and of themselves. So that's no longer an option. But yeah, I'm really open to. I'm going to start soliciting people to submit show ideas that they want to do. Not necessarily. I mean, it's Twitch, obviously, but not streams so much. Just like playing a game or whatever. But some kind of show content. That's why I was really. That's why your Queerantine Kitchen really appealed to me, because it feels more like a show. Like there's more of a direction to it. And it's limited to the hour. That kind of thing.
There's more of a direction to it. That's hilarious. It's mostly just me randomly being like, I don't know what to talk about next, but
yeah,
it's very kind of you to say. No, I didn't put enough lettuce in. Oh, darn. Oh, well.
Well, if anybody can see my pan, I put like 7 pieces of broccoli in here, and then I realized I want to keep the broccoli nice and green, so I'm gonna do the I'll just do the broccoli on the plate and have the sauce just be on there.
The beef in there. Well, you can.
Sister-in-law's in here. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Who's in there? What?
My sister-in-law.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
Emily's
Vicky.
sister-in-law.
Yeah,
yes.
That's another thing that I love. I mean, selfishly, I love poaching your audience. I mean, getting your people over to Twitch and getting my people over to see your show. I just thought that was the great thing. I was hoping. I mean, you asked about grand plans. I was hoping to get a significant amount of followers on my show and on the channel to bring in the talent to say, hey, we've got all these followers and all these views, so bring your show to my channel. And it just hasn't grown to the level that I was hoping. So I'm flipping the script and trying to see if we can bring the content in and bring the viewers that way. And just kind of, like I said, just combine everything together to make it one big awesome force.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about numbers. I love the people that do tune in every week and watch, and I don't really track what my views are or anything, but it's just fun to cook and chat and hang out in the kitchen, which is one thing I think a lot of people miss. I know I've heard from people that they miss. Oh, hello, Samantha's in here. Hi.
Hey, Samantha.
But just like people, like one of the best things I like doing when we could see people and we could go to parties and stuff was, just like hanging out in the kitchen and chatting and like shooting the breeze and helping out and, just socializing. And this is like it's not a poor substitute, but it is a substitute. And the real thing is like, I was kind of missing that, obviously, because we're all missing human contact. We're all in our apartments. We're all not seeing people. We're all doing blah, 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 all that. Yes. And so it's just great to get to share that with some people a little bit more in the world.
Yeah, that's why I did a Thanksgiving stream. I didn't feel like going and hanging out with my parents because it was just going to be the three of us. And so I thought it was more important to do a stream and show everybody my wonderful cooking skills, of course. Lit my turkey on fire. It was awesome.
On purpose?
Yeah, kind of.
Was it though?
It's sort of how I grill. It's kind of my thing. But I wanted to have a place where people could come on Thanksgiving. People that maybe couldn't see family or their family rejects them or whatever. So and that's sort of the big dream for this stream as well, is just to make sure that there's always great content. You can come and watch hopefully eventually you can come and watch for an hour or two and just see a bunch of different shows and different people and get exposed to different things all around the LGBT and sort of specifically trans sphere, but just a good place for people to come. Oh, I missed Jess's chat. Oh, I can. Oh, awesome.
You guys will right back up. No worries. When you talked about lighting a barbecue on fire, that reminds me of a time I used to run cooking programs for kids at the after school program that I worked at. And one time it was like in the fall, and I wanted to show them grilling, and we had a barbecue at where I worked, but it was just the worst barbecue. It was so neglected. It was one of those things where it was like anybody can use it, and therefore nobody cleaned it or took care of it. And so while we were cooking, the grease trap was so full on this barbecue that like it dripped, and it actually caught on fire, and was like the whole grill was in flames. And we were like, okay, so this is a bad thing. Let's everyone back away, all you kids, like back away. I had another leader at the time, so I was like, maybe we go play a game in the field. And they all like went away, and I just sort of like calmly walked in and turned off the gas to it so it wouldn't explode. It didn't explode, thank God. And then it just sort of like burned itself out, and we didn't have any we didn't have any burgers because this like goddamn barbecue that I was using caught itself on fire. So that was probably the most frightening thing I've ever done in a kitchen.
Yeah, see, I just take it as if the barbecue's on fire, that means it's ready to start. That means it's ready to go.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people who grill seriously who would be horrified. Horrified, I tell you.
It's so easy if you put any barbecue sauce on it or whatever, if you marinated it, or in my case, the turkey had the skin on it. It's so easy for that to drip fat and to catch fire real quick. I mean, not fully engulfed in flames, but good little fire run directly below it. So I've got a little reputation for fire. Jess is saying that she missed the fire portion and all of that. They love giving me crap about it, and it's sort of, I love that. I've adopted that as my thing. So whenever I talk about going on and doing a stream, a cooking stream, I always put a picture of a barbecue on fire. So,
I love that. Yeah, well,
nice.
I'm going to start plating up here. I'm going to do a couple more. I'm just going to very quickly saute these asparagus spears. They've been nicely steamed. I'm melting some butter. We're going to saute them up for a couple minutes, and then we'll plate. And then, well, I usually do like everyone holds their plate up to the camera, and we smile, and we go from there. But in the meantime, I mean, you've kind of plugged it already, but one more time, if you want to plug your stuff, go ahead. This is the time. I think everybody knows by now, but give us one more plug.
Okay, as I have on the Twitch thing, and you can probably see it here, but I'm on Instagram at Emily Would Go, and on Twitch. I don't stream on that account very much. I was hoping to do more, but I just haven't gotten around to it. That's my gaming and kind of farting around stream. I
love farting around.
Toxic Tuesdays there on the Emily Would Go channel on Twitch. That's a fun one.
Cool.
Then Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, so 9 Central or 9 Eastern, 8 Central. There's lots of time zones where we've got represented here. That's when I do the transgender show. Yeah. And each week I interview another person from the trans and non-binary community.
Who's going to be your guest next week or tomorrow?
Tomorrow, in the perfect tie-in, my guest is Billie by Design. Miss yours truly, or Miss Truly?
Miss mine truly.
Hers truly? Hers truly.
Ours truly.
Just that one. Just that one's going to be on my show tomorrow.
It's me.
Yeah, so the transgender show on Twitch, all one word. So twitch.tv/the transgender show. Mm-hmm. And so every Monday you'll be able to see this show there as well. And on Thursdays we do a show that's sort of a pre-show for the Transvengers, which is that's the Valkyries. We're a bunch of mods for people in the Transvengers sphere. So we get together and we play a game and talk before, during, and after. And it's my same mod crew that we do Toxic Tuesdays with, but it's mostly silly. But we do hit a couple important topics. And again, that one is all trans related. It's all my trans girlfriends. I think that's all I can plug. Oh! You want to see something fun? I showed you Droid Ellie.
Yes.
On Instagram at Droid Outpost, all one word. That is where I do my droids. So I sell those. I custom paint and sell those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should check out Droid Outpost because there's really cool custom painted R2 units and different R units. But it's super awesome. But yeah, like I said, for myself. Queerantine Kitchen is going to take a couple weeks off for the holidays. We're going to be just taking it easy as we wrap up, and I'm going to be working in the background on the cooking show or the cookbook, of course. Sort of pinning down some guests for January when we return, and working out the bugs in kind of cross streaming and building it that way. So we hope that you'll join us in the new year, of course, but. in the meantime, if you want to hear my voice every week, I do a podcast called Nothing to Fear with my two friends, Alex and Luke. Alex and Luke? No, that's not his name. His name is Luke. Alex and Luke. And we talk about a horror movie every single week. A different horror movie each week, and it is a whole bunch of fun. Just today we released an episode on Ring, which is the Japanese horror movie that The Ring was based off of, that came out a couple of years later. And
you're watching, isn't it called Ringu?
I found it, it has been called Ringu, but Wikipedia says that it was just released as Ring and then like called Ringu over here for some reason. I think it's just because like maybe that's how it was pronounced when translated, but we just found it as Ring. Simple. Neat. And then we also have a next week, the episode that we're doing is on Krampus, the Christmas horror movie. Just in time.
Nice.
Time for the Christmas season. So if you've got your plate ready, we can do our little pose.
Almost. I've been neglecting my plating duties here. Hold on.
Ruth and Alex. No, Luke and Alex. Oh, and yes, if you are interested at all in submitting a recipe for the Queerantine Kitchen cookbook, please submit us a recipe, queerantinekitchen@gmail.com. I'm betting Kelly puts it in the chat right away, but queerantinekitchen@gmail.com. You do not have to have been a guest on the show to submit a recipe. You don't even have to be queer to submit a recipe. You can just do it if you want. We love it. We're going to look at them all. We can't promise we'll take yours, but submit it if you want. There it is. Kelly, you got it. All right, here we go. We got to hold and see if there's like a good one that it grabs. No, we got to get your face in here. What are you doing? Come on. Yay! All righty.
Did the screen grab?
I just like scrub through and try to find one when I post this on IGTV. It's very low budget, Emily. I am like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But that's going to do it for us. And I'll post a picture of my food later. You can also post a picture of your food later. We'd love to be tagged in it. And tag the Queerantine Kitchen as well. And I will see all of you next year.
Well, and some of you shall see tomorrow.
Yes, if you don't see me tomorrow on the Transgender Show.
Thank you so much for having me on here. This was super fun.
Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for being a wonderful guest and for helping me figure out the cross streaming stuff. So awesome. I'm very excited for what's going to happen. And yeah, goodbye 2020. And we'll see you in the next year, friends. So bon appetit.
Bye.
Bye.